Hello there. Thanks for joining us. My name is John Kolko, and behind me are Jan Moorman, Gregg, Wygonik, and Todd Wilkens. And we're representing the interactive web and mobile portion of the Core 77 inaugural Design Awards. We're going to go through the winners of the various categories, and we're going to start with the student entries. And so our first student winner is actually a notable, and it goes to Amy Martin of San Francisco at the California College of Arts. Amy Martin created something called Simple Memory, which visualizes personal relationships with email. And we found it to be, on the surface, a neat visualization, but once you actually poked at it and delved into it, it seemed like there was a lot of depth to the actual creation, and we were very happy with the result. Gregg?
Our runner-up for the student category was also Amy Martin with a project of hers called Bloom, which was taking task management out of the inbox and trying to bring it into a physical object. It was really neat. We all enjoyed the kind of ambient display properties of looking at the task management of email and would really like to see it explored into a real object.
Jan?
All right, and the winner goes to Jan-Erik Stang and Sebastian Mir in Berlin, Germany from FH Potsdam. They designed an application called Blitz, which is a multi-touch table tool for location-based literary research. And what we felt was that this team pushed a number of UI elements further than we've seen before. It fit together as a cohesive piece. And the more you interacted with it, the more you discovered, and the interactions felt novel and interesting. We felt like they took a bit of risk, and while not perfect, they touched on some new currencies and interaction.
Great. And Todd, you want to kick off the professional awards for us?
Sure. So starting off in the professional category, we had two notables in this category. The first is an iPhone app for Airbnb by Steph Ticano. The idea of this iPhone app is that it really enables users to unlock the doors to sort of this inspiring, unique accommodation. The whole experience of Airbnb is really interesting, and this was a way of trying to help them connect to it. The things that we really liked about this was, quite simply, it was just a very well-designed iPhone app. They clearly packed a lot into it, and they talked a lot about the process they went through, which showed that they were thinking a lot about what their users needed, and they tried to find novel ways of addressing those needs. Which we found really inspiring.
And the second notable in the professional category is something called Plug and Play, created by the lab at Rockwell Group out of New York. And this was commissioned by 01 in the city of San Jose. This was an installation that was on the facade of a very large building, very playful, colorful, interactive, and we found it to be really effective. Technically, it was a very dramatic feat that they pulled off, and it seemed very, very seamless. Gregg, some more notables.
Yes, indeed. Two more. First of all, Bodybug SP by Jason Franzen and Becky Carlson at XCube Labs in Dallas. The Bodybug SP was a smartphone app that lets users log daily calorie consumption and expenditure in real time. It did a really good job of making mobile simple, integrating with your lifestyle very easily and without having to really think about it. And that was really good.
Jan, how about the fourth one?
The fourth notable goes to IDEO for the future of the book. And what we felt was that they put us in an immersive experience that aimed at inspiring readers and publishers about the possibility of digital reading with storytelling, makes narratives nonlinear and participatory. And there's just a sense of excitement of what this could mean for the future of the book.
All four of those notables were great. Moving on to the runner-up as well as winner. The runner-up in the professional category was an application called Tempted by Frog Design out of San Francisco, which was created in partnership with MTV. Tempted is a social platform that ties together Facebook and the iPhone to drive engagement around issues of obesity, nutrition, activity, and weight loss among teens. We liked very much the social message that this had, the point of view and sense of authorship. And generally speaking, they really found the sweet spot between Facebook and the phone. Really effective. And Todd, do you want to present our grand finale winner?
Sure. So the winner in this category was actually a very impressive project to have taken on. It was by Philip R. Tiongson. He's from the design firm Potion, and it was done in partnership with Bell Labs. It's called an innovation whiteboard, and what it is it's a large-scale interactive whiteboard, spans a very long wall, essentially, where they've included every paper and patent that was ever published by Bell Labs, and the whole idea is to connect the different ideas and innovations that Bell Labs has been involved with over a long period of time. The reason that we chose this as the winner is sort of on the one hand, interactivity was core to the experience. It wasn't just about the data. The interacting with the data was just so core to what they had done, and we felt they could grasp that really well. It was also really amazing that they incorporated so many different types of interaction. So there was a tactile interaction with a pen or with your hand. There was proximity sensors for when people were walking near the wall. They even had a connection to an iPad where someone could control it as they were walking people through the experience. And then beyond that, they were taking a lot of risks to try to pull all this stuff together. We were actually just really impressed with the fact that they actually made it. This was not a concept. This was not some idea that someone had just come up with that they thought would be great to make. They made the thing. They went through a lot of the trouble of figuring out the problems and sort of challenges of such a complicated interaction. And we thought the way that they delivered on it was really, really good. Because design is about making as well as thinking. And that was sort of our core insight there.
Well, that's great. Thank you, Todd, Gregg, Jan. Thanks to Core 77 for kicking off the inaugural Design Awards. And thanks to all of the entrants. We hope that you'll consider entering again next year. Congratulations to all the winners.
Congratulations.